Giannis, stay with Milwaukee. Don't leave us. Don't be like James Harden and all these other guys who constantly have to leave their teams to think they gotta go chase rings. Just stay
Yep.
here, buddy. We love
Much,
you.
much rather be talking to you guys and watching the Pro Bowl right now.
Yes.
Ooh, got that right.
Microphone check 1, 2, 3. Tuning into what's hot like a cup of tea.
Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Burp. It feels like it's been forever. It's only been a week. How you guys doing? It's been a while. Presenting to you all, we have Luca and we have Bildo. Guys, how's it going?
Not both of us at one time. I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
I am A-OK.
All right. Perfect. Hey, you know what? Like I said, it feels like it's been forever. It's only been a week. That's just because we have so much fun. And you know, we have another really fun packed show for you guys. And we're just gonna hop right into it. It's not quite breaking news, but it's breaking news enough for us. But it's the fact that Giannis wants out of Milwaukee, fellas. What are your thoughts about that? You know, Giannis wanting out. Luca, let's start with you on this one. Give me your first original take when you heard that Giannis was open to leaving Milwaukee, considering a trade, things like that. So, go ahead, start us off.
It makes me wonder if he's really trying to get out of Milwaukee, or if there's somebody putting out wrong rumors. You said something earlier about it. Even if he does want out, shame on him. I mean, Kobe never left. A lot of other greats never left to go chase rings. Stick it out, man. I mean, you kind of made this situation too. You made your own bed. You wanted to play with certain guys, and they made those dreams come true for you. The Milwaukee's invested into you so much that you kind of got to stick it out, and maybe like voice your opinions. Maybe Doc Rivers isn't it. Maybe you can apologize and get Griffin back as coach. 30-12, and you let him go walk right out the door because what? Maybe that was the tiff that you had. You didn't like his coaching style, but yet you're winning, and you got guys wanting to play for him. So I don't know, man. It's a half and half situation. If Giannis made this bed, you kind of got to stick with it, and to run away from it, that's kind of trashy. I'm personally hurt that Giannis would want to leave a town or a city that's invested so much into him. So that's my 2 cents. I could go off and say so much more, but I'm going to save it.
Okay. Fair thoughts, strong words coming from Luca. Billy, I want to get your thoughts on this too. What are your thoughts about Giannis being open to leaving?
I think I might be the only simpleton that says I don't think he wants to leave.
Oh, okay. That's a surprise.
I kind of
that?
feel the media is pushing an agenda. I think Shams is a moron, and I think a lot of it is I don't think Giannis wants to leave. I'm just gonna go that route because little kid Bucks fan of me doesn't want to see the superstar leave. So that's where my mind's at, is that he doesn't want to leave, but
okay,
the rumors might be true. I don't know.
So let's say those rumors are true, in fact, and Giannis is open to leaving, to being traded. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Where do you think he ends up being traded? As you know, the trade deadline is in 2 days, so it's coming up quick. Do you think he gets traded at this trade deadline? And where do you think he gets traded to if this is in fact true? So, Luca, we're going to swing back to you here on this one. What are your initial thoughts about where he goes? And does it happen now or does it happen in summer? Let us know.
I mean, if it doesn't happen now, like, why are you staying to the end of the season? We're not going to make the playoffs at this rate. It's going to have to be something where they make a trade themselves, like trade Portis and Kuzma for, I don't know, like Porter Jr. Like, that's going to be something that might give us a leg up to maybe make a run for the 10th seed and have like a miracle to try to go into the playoffs and do something when Giannis gets back. Do I see that happening? Not necessarily. I think we just tank or do whatever we got to do. I really don't know. So if we're trading him now, I could see Golden State has quite a bit. They have young guys that are going to be on close to expiring contracts. I just hope it doesn't involve Draymond Green. If he's in a Buck
Yeah.
uniform, I'm going to be pissed.
Okay.
Jimmy Butler, for years, I thought he was going to get traded to the Bucks at some point. And I think we just made the wrong trades. I would have much rather had Jimmy Butler than have Damian Lillard. I think that would have done our
okay.
team way better. So if we get him, cool. We got him too late. Yeah, he's hurt for the rest of this year, but maybe he helps us out for next year. And we retool with a whole bunch of draft picks. That would be great. I mean, you got to look at the average guy of what they're going for. Jaren Jackson Jr. just got traded for 3 first-round picks.
Yeah.
Giannis pulls at least 4. I'm saying at least 4.
Okay.
Otherwise, Milwaukee fucked up. You might as well get the GM out of there because you just pulled a Luka trade. Luka Doncic, that is, not me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, Luka, you talked on something we're going to get to in just a second. Billy, I want to get your thoughts on. Have you had a chance to? I know the little Bucks fan in you doesn't want to see Giannis go, but say it's true. Say he does get traded. Where does he get traded now at the trade deadline, and where does he end up going?
Yeah, so a couple things that I've thought about is the T-Wolves. They've made some trades today,
okay.
and him teaming up, or Giannis teaming up with Ant would be pretty cool to see.
Oh, wow.
But I just don't think the T-Wolves can offer enough. I don't think they have enough capital to offer something like that. So if I had to just take a shot in the dark, the rumors were out there for a couple of seasons that Giannis wants to play in New York. So I guess I'd lean more towards the Knicks.
Oh, okay. And do you think that happens now, or do you think that happens in summer?
I thought, okay, I did say that I wanted to stay, and my little Bucks fan heart says that he's going to stay. But realistically, I think he probably go, but with his hamstring injury or his calf injury, whatever it is,
calf injury.
I could see him maybe just being traded in the offseason. I don't really see anything happening in the next 2 days. But you know what? By the time this comes out, I could be proven wrong. So, but if I was a betting man at this time and place, I'm going to say offseason to the Knicks.
Okay. I'm gonna throw just a crazy question in for you guys. I don't have a banner to bring up. It's just something I'm kind of thinking about, because we're gonna talk a little bit about what would be a good haul for Giannis. But I'm gonna ask you this question instead right now. If you could one for one with a player in the NBA right now, who would it be? Like, for example, would you one up trade Giannis for Luka Doncic? Would you one up trade Luka for Novak Djokovic? The Joker. Would you trade him for Anthony Edwards? Just a one up, nothing else. Is there anybody in the NBA that you would do that for right now? Luka, let's go with you and see. Is there anybody out there that you would just one up for?
I mean, you kind of nailed it. All those names are absolutely amazing. They're all doable too, I feel like, in some type of sense. But I'm gonna step outside that box.
Yeah.
SGA, just the way he leads a team.
Okay.
He's not a loud leader. He helps his guys out. He's a great teammate. He's got a great head on his shoulders. He's just a really good leader. He doesn't pout when he loses. He knows what he needs to do to make those adjustments to come back for the next game. And you got to love that. You got to respect him and who he is as an individual so much. Just watching starting 5, man, why not? Why not have him? You get him on the team, he's going to turn people around and make people around him so much better. I think we're missing that with Giannis right now. He's not doing that anymore.
Okay. All right. So Giannis for SGA. Billy, what is your thoughts on that? A one-up trade, Giannis for someone. What do you got? If at all. So
SGA is a good one, but I got one that's better.
Ooh, okay. Here we go.
Bronny Jr.
Oh,
no, I'm kidding.
Heartbeat.
I'm actually going to go with what you suggested. Luka Doncic on the team would rule.
Okay.
I think that would be that's what I would like to see over SGA, but I wouldn't kick either one of them out of the locker room.
So I'm just going to bring this up, and I can since I'm fat. Do you think
boy.
Luka Doncic would struggle here in the state of Wisconsin with beer and cheese and brats and bread and pretzel buns and things like that? Do you think because he's in LA now and he's really slimmed down, is playing great, looks great? Do you think he would struggle here in the great state of Wisconsin?
There are good spots really close to the Pfizer Forum to get some pretty dank ass cheese curds.
Yeah.
So yeah, he might put on a few.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, he
Yeah.
played fine when he was a little bit larger in Dallas. But again, I can ask that question because I am also fat. So there we go. All
I
right.
mean,
Go
if
ahead,
Luca comes to Milwaukee, I'm gonna be feeding him beer, cheese, and brats and all that stuff personally, as I'm wearing like for like jersey. Just I'm gonna spell his last name wrong just a little bit to suit
Okay.
my needs. But you know, that would be a wet dream having him on the team. I've always wanted that.
There you go. I wonder if that's ever crossed the Bucks' mind. Reach out to the Lakers and go get Luka. Don't know. So since we're on this, I do want to ask the question. In Luka, you kind of alluded to it before with the 4 draft picks. What would be a good haul for getting Giannis on the Bucks? What should the Bucks expect in return? And Billy, I want to start with you on this one. What do you think the Bucks should expect in trading Giannis?
I mean, that's hard, but I mean, some future picks would be good just to like keep building. But I think we need to get some make it happen now talent.
Oh, okay. So you want to win
mean,
now? Okay.
Yeah, we have to. I mean, yeah, I think we got a little greedy with the Bucks with when they won and how good they've been and how much they were dominating in the East and everything like that. And I think now we're salty Bucks fans because they're struggling and all these trade rumors are here. So I think, the Bucks are supposed to be this dynasty in the making with Giannis, and he's supposed to retire as a Buck. He said he was going to retire as a Buck. We had a great thing going with Drew Holiday and Middleton, but then Middleton had his knee issue, and then Damian Lillard was on the table and all that stuff. In retrospect, if we can go back in time, fuck all that. We would have just said, let's just keep the core together. But obviously we can't predict that. So I think we got a taste of success. We got a taste of a dynasty. So I think we need to make something happen now because I think fans are getting pissed.
Okay. All right. That's very good insight. I love that. Let's win now. So be interesting to see what route they go. I know. So Luka, you had mentioned that the Bucks should expect at least 4 draft picks. Do you want to elaborate on that? What you're thinking for a haul in return? Is it just draft picks, or is it draft picks and a win now player, or a role player on this back end of that trade? Just expand on what you were saying there.
Yeah, I mean, when you break down the trades, it's always going to be 4 picks and players, because you got to make it balance as far as the cap goes too. So with that being said, it really seems like the point guards are expendable, and you see a lot of young point guards getting put up for trades with Giannis's name on it. I mean, we got Rollins. Woo. I don't know about Kevin Porter Jr. if he can just stay healthy. That kind of scares me because I absolutely love that guy on the team. But we need something eye for an eye. I kind of thought that Jaren Jackson Jr. could have been a good counterpart to have him come on over, and then you still trade us at least 2 to 3 first-round draft picks. Okay. And that complements what we have right now. But we are in a win now type of situation with keeping Giannis. So that's why I'm like, hey, look, guys who aren't showing up, we got to shell them out. Kuzma, I was like, great. We unloaded some money with Middleton, and we got Kuzma, who's younger, but the guy just sucks. I mean, he's horrible. Okay. You look at what Middleton's putting up. He's playing 2 less minutes, and he's scoring 2 less points a game than Kuzma right now. Like, what did we even trade for? Like, makes no sense. We could have restructured Middleton at this point. He could have taken a lot less money, and we would have the same production. We could have made something work at this point. Shame on us for giving Middleton a crazy contract, and now he just hit that drop off. Whatever. It happens. It didn't work out with Miles Turner. He was supposed to be the replacement for Brook. like for like. They were identical. I wanted Miles Turner so badly. It's just not working. I mean, I'm not saying you get rid of him, but you got to give him a little bit more help. I'm sticking to it. Bobby Portis, I'm sorry, man. Thank you for the ring. You're absolutely amazing. Milwaukee loves you. I wanted you to get re-signed, but you got to go. So does Kuzma. I think you got to bring in Michael Porter Jr. You got to balance this out a little bit. Don't trade away any picks. If anything, there's some young talent that if we're going to go towards doing something, get rid of Kevin Porter Jr. See if we can't recoup a first round pick, just one in like 2-3 years. At least that gives us a little something.
Okay.
Like you use somebody who could have a little firepower that could potentially score 20 points a game, and like, just throw it out there. See what we can grab.
All right, there was a lot to digest there. Love the
sorry about
insight.
that.
No,
A
it's
little bit of mouth
good.
vomit.
Appreciate your insight, guys. Kind of glad to hear what your thoughts are on the whole Giannis thing. I got one more thing I want to ask you guys, and in all honesty, it's like who's to blame for the breakup? With the Bucks and Giannis. Is it I don't know. So I want to show this you guys. This was from Charles Barkley. Yahoo Sports posted it. Charles Barkley said that if it's the end for Giannis, it's tough to blame the Bucks, because he did mention how we went out and we tried a lot of things, right? Like we went out and got Damian Lillard, it didn't work. Miles Turner, it's not working. Things that you guys have mentioned already. We had a Drew Holiday. We traded away our franchise's future to get these guys. So, did the Bucks do enough for Giannis Antetokounmpo, or can you blame the Bucks for this not working, or can you blame Giannis? Who takes the blame on this divorce? Billy, let's start with you on your thoughts on this.
Chuck brought up, I love Charles Barkley. I'm just going to say that. he makes a good point. The Bucks have done everything to keep Giannis happy. I mean, they gave his brothers jobs, like he said, when they're just glorified cheerleaders. I mean, Thanasis would destroy me in every sense of everything that we go one-on-one against.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he is a bench warmer. Great hype man, great teammate, all that stuff. But they're filling up roster space with someone who's not going to really contribute much,
right?
Except it's that garbage time stuff. And I hate to say that because I love Thanasty. I do. He's a great locker room presence. But at the end of the day, if I have the pick, I'm going to blame management. I mean, I don't understand letting go of Bud. I don't understand letting go of Griffin. I don't understand it, because when Griffin was the coach, I mean, the Bucks had an outstanding record when they got rid of him, and it was a shock. Mm-hmm. It was a holy shit moment. Why would you do that? And they disrupted that nucleus of the team. So at the end of the day, when a company fails, who gets blamed? The CEO gets blamed. The management gets blamed. The executives get blamed. So I'm taking that route. I'm just going to say I think it's the management. I just think it's poor management, and they made some poor decisions, and it's on them.
Yeah, so I love that you brought that up, because I wanted to transition to it a little bit here. Mm-hmm. ESPN Milwaukee posted this, or this was a tweet from. You guys remember when we had Jay Crowder? We traded to get him as well, and he was a Marquette guy, right? We loved, and then he just never really panned out here in Milwaukee. But this is what he posted, that the Bucks were 30-13 when they got rid of Adrian Griffin. And then they brought in Doc, and it all went downhill from there. Well, Doc Holiday was not, or whatever his name is, not Doc Holiday. Doc Rivers was not the answer. But go ahead, Billy.
I know Luca's salivating, and he's probably fidgeting, and he's ready to explode. So before he does that, I want to say I do understand it from a certain aspect, though, bringing in a Doc Rivers. I mean, he was a Marquette guy coaching, he has the championships to back it up. He has a good coaching resume. So I get why that was enticing. But again, in retrospect, why would you break up that nucleus of what the Bucks had that's going on? Yeah. And it's just been downhill since. So I'm going to pause. Luca needs to bust.
Go ahead, Luca.
No, actually, I 100% agree with Billy. There's not really much to add to it, other than you traded 5 second-round picks for Jay Crowder. You didn't get him before that when you wanted to trade for him in the 2 seasons before that. but you kept going for it. So you gave up 5 second-round picks. I get it. They're second-round picks. But, I mean, there's been some great people that came out of that second round who have done amazing things. I think we can all say Joker. He came out of the second round. So, I mean, it can be done. There's some great talent there. Other than that, I do, once again with Billy, it's kind of 50-50. We gave Giannis the guys that he wanted, but this was it. This is all it right here. This was the whole demise. A couple of bad moves by trading away the future, and then this big move right here. You just completely just shit the bed in the locker room, and every single Bucks fan out there was just like, why? Why did we just do that? It made no sense. And when all of us kind of went like, what the fuck? I think the Bucks looked at it like, oh, we're fucked. And they're feeding off the city. We're done. We're cooked. Yeah. Get Doc out. That's how you're going to start fixing things. Get Doc out.
So I do want to just add one small little point to that is that Doc Rivers and Billy, you said he did have championships. He's got, I think, one as the Celtics in 2008, I think. And but look at the team he had there too. Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen were your big three. So I don't think there was a lot of an influence from a Doc Rivers there. Just me personally, I've never liked Doc as a coach. I think he's always kind of choked, when it matters most. And I think he's toxic to the players and the environment that they're in. And I think the Bucks liked Adrian Griffin. I don't know if it was Billy, maybe you said it, that did Adrian Griffin and Giannis have a little tiff there? Was that them, or was that I don't remember offhand? But
yeah, I thought that's what happened. There was a little tiff there, and Giannis said he ain't it, and it was just because he put Giannis in his place. I thought, right? He's like, look, I'm the coach, not you.
Yeah, and so that's unfortunate that he was off to a really good start. 30-13, that's a really, really good start, I feel like, in the NBA. And so anyway, that's my feelings on Doc, because I agree he's not the answer.
Can I
say
one thing? Saying all that makes me say, like, okay, well, that might think that Giannis had a little bit of a LeBron complex where he's trying to be GM of the team. So that
right, yep.
That's your question. Who's at fault here? It's like, well, when you say something like that, it's like, well, could it be Giannis's fault? But I still say management, whatever. But what do you tell me? Where is Adrian Griffin now?
That's a great point. I don't think he joined anywhere.
Okay.
At least not as a head coach. Let me try and look real quick.
I was just curious.
That's a great question.
I mean, you have to look at the LeBron situation now with JJ Redick. There's not a single person. Well, maybe there is somebody who's like diehard LeBron, but how many people are really going to be against like JJ Redick after seeing how much evidence of LeBron just not doing a single thing on the court, just standing there, ignoring them, hanging out with the other team during a timeout, not even coming back to the bench, just hanging out and talking. Like, Adrian, I'm more on his side now, like more than ever. I was a little bit blinded by Giannis back then, but I'm looking back. Was it really his fault? I mean, you're 30-13. Were you really the problem? Like, sometimes big superstars got to be put in check.
So Adrian Griffin has actually not coached since being fired.
Wow.
Yeah,
that poor guy, man.
So
that poor guy.
Yeah.
Milwaukee needs to do right. Bring him back.
Right at this point, if you do trade Giannis, and maybe you do bring Adrian Griffin back, be like, sorry, Doc, Giannis is gone. Adrian, it's your team. Go lead this thing.
What do you think Griffin would do? He'd be like, nah, I'm good, fam.
I think he'd say no.
Yeah, I mean,
it'd be one of those moments where he opens up the door, he just blank stares at him, and they're like, hey, man, so we're really, really sorry. And he just has a slow close with just a blank stare at him, and you just hear the silence of the door go, good.
Yep.
I saw a really funny meme that was like, it caught Doc Rivers and Darvin Ham sitting next to each other on the bench, and the photo that was snapped was not a flattering photo of the both of them. Like, they're like in the middle of yelling or like in the game. So the camera caught them like mid mouth open and just kind of looking a little goofy. And it said something like the caption was, worst coaching duo in NBA history, and it's kind of hard to disagree with that statement based on what we're talking about. But it's also unfortunate because again, it was just snapped and just caught them at a bad angle, caught them in a bad motion. But it's disappointing. It is disappointing to see how quickly the tables have turned with this Bucks team when we thought we were going to have 10 more years of dominance, like Golden State Warrior style, or whatever, insert good team name here, and have that kind of dominance and relevance for a small market team. So it's sad to see how quickly we fucking suck again.
Yeah,
it is.
See that 18-29, you're just like, oh man, early 90s, we are back. Early 2000s, after the big three left there. Oh, can we do it again for another decade before we get something? Because that's how long it's going to be before we get another decent pick in the first round.
Yeah.
A decade.
Are we going to have to wait 50 years for another Bucks NBA championship?
Probably.
I'm not making another 50 years, so I'm just going to say I think I've seen my last Bucks championship. So.
Damn.
Yeah.
Right. That's sad.
Our one and only in our lifetime.
Yeah.
At least we got to see one.
We got to see it. So that was pretty cool. All right, fellas. Man, that was a lot to unravel there with the Bucks and what's going on. We can all hope, right, that within the next 2 days here, if Giannis does get traded, that the Bucks' future can at least be restored and that we have a chance to build a team. So I'm going to hold out hope for that if he does get traded. So any parting thoughts before we switch gears here and move to the other big thing happening this weekend?
I would like to say this real quick. If Giannis doesn't get traded, it's all because of me. I've been messaging him on the side. I've been saying some great words of wisdom. And you know what? I like to think that through his silence, he's really been thinking about what I've had to say. And he's taking it to heart. Maybe he is going to turn around and stay with the Bucks. So if he does, I would like to be the one to take credit for that.
Well, my last basketball thought is, can we trade our Luka for the Luka that's in Los Angeles right now? Can we just do a Luka?
Damn.
Ouch.
I'm for it. I'll go play for the Lakers.
All right. Well, that does it for the NBA for us. And a quick catch up on the Bucks. Some potentially breaking news coming here in the next possible days for the Milwaukee Bucks. Moving forward, let's switch gears because there is a big game happening this weekend. It is, in fact, Super Bowl 60. Super Bowl 60 for the Seattle Seahawks versus New England Patriots. Obviously, Seahawks winners of the NFC. Patriots, again, winners of the AFC. Yeah, I remember last week I was talking a little bit about how I was voting for Quinn Miners, out of the Broncos. So I was hoping the Broncos would win because he's a guy that used to live here in Wisconsin, grew up in the area, and now he's on an NFL team. And then I was also hoping that Devontae Adams from the Rams would win, right? It seems like this year maybe I'm the curse because everyone that I have been asking or hoping would win has lost. So I'm going to hope the Patriots win. I honestly, we're going to get to that in a little bit with some of our predictions, and we'll dive a little deeper into that. But give me your initial thoughts on a second Seahawks Patriots Super Bowl, and this time it's Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara. Let me know your thoughts. Billy, let's start with you here.
I was laughing so hard at my Luka trade joke that I laughed and I sat back and I unplugged my mic from my microphone. So happened again.
Oh no. Okay.
This fucking guy.
All right. Okay, so let's let you get settled. Luka, give me your thoughts on Super Bowl 60 here.
I'm more excited for the halftime show. That's just me being a Bad Bunny fan. I've said it previously, but I'm great. We got the rematch. I hope the Seahawks get theirs. The little bit of payback for the throw on the 1 yard line. I know there's some bets going out. Do they throw within the 1 yard line? I think it's safe to say that it's all going to Kenneth Walker. And if we got a moment, can I say something about betting on this? Can you say,
Go right
Did
ahead.
you guys read more than $1.76 billion is being bet on this game?
Wow.
That is a lot of money. And
Yeah, it
speaking
is.
of which, I put together a little safe parlay, what I think is a safe parlay. It's I think the Seahawks got it. I'm putting down for touchdowns for Najigba and for Kenneth Walker to both get them.
Oh,
I
okay.
think they both get touchdowns. And if you look at it, it's literally a game of can the Patriots defense hold Seattle's offense? And it's going to be a headbanger between Christian Walker and Najigba. I think that's going to be an amazing matchup. And I can't wait to watch those two go at it all game because it's a potential number one receiver in the league against a potential number one
Mhm.
corner in the league. I think whoever wins that battle ends up opening up the game big time for their respective team. And it's literally going to have to be Christian Gonzalez gets a touchdown, a pick six to help out that team, or it's going to be Najigba getting a touchdown to help out his team. Whoever gets their touchdown, I think gets the game. It's going to be good. I'm excited to see that.
All right, so I'm gonna take what you just said there, and I'm gonna touch on that in just a second. So with the whole Jackson Smith and Jigba and Christian Gonzalez. So anyway, get back to that. Billy, I want to hear what your thoughts are about a second Seahawks and Patriots Super Bowl.
Yeah, I was laughing at my own joke again. I unplugged my mic. Sorry.
Yep.
I think the Seahawks win.
Okay.
I mean,
Super
Simple as
simple.
that.
I think the Seahawks win. I think it's just their time. I think Sam Darnold gets to prove all the haters wrong and prove that he's a legitimate quarterback. And everything Luca just said about the Jigba and Kenneth Walker having a good game, I do agree. I think they both show up huge. I think they both get a score. And Luca still fucks the parlay up though somehow, is what I'm saying.
I mean, if you just agreed with the whole entire thing,
What was your parlay again?
it was Kenneth Walker and Najigba to get a touchdown, and then Seattle will win the game.
Oh, just that three. Okay, then yeah.
Yeah. And when I put it in the, a week ago, it was plus 360. So I put 100 down to win 360. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think you win that one, but I think it's going to be a good game. I think, like T. West said, it's going to be a close game. And was it you, Luca, or T. West that said that the Patriots D is going to kind of clamp down a little bit on the Seahawks? But yeah, I think it'll be a pretty decent game.
All right, perfect. So, I want to move on to our next topic here, which is MVP predictions. Something else that can be bet on. Not sure, Luca, if you have any bets going on that one, but I know this is something a lot of people will bet on, whether it's a Sam Darnold or a Drake May or whatever. But I want to know who you guys are predicting to be the Super Bowl 60 MVP. Luca, go ahead. Let us know what you're thinking.
Yeah, I didn't actually think about this. You know what? I think it's gonna be one of those things where if the run game gets going for Seattle just that little bit, it's gonna be Sam Darnold being able to throw all day. And I just have this feeling that Patriots defense can't necessarily stop Kenneth Walker. So I think he gets a good chunk of the yards. And then you got Darnold just going off. He's got Shaheed to throw to as well. So, man, I'm looking at Sam Darnold. I think he gets it.
All right, you're going Sam Darnold. Okay. Billy, what about you? Where are you going with possible Super Bowl MVP?
I was leaning towards Sam Darnold too, because like I just said, that he's gonna get that chip off his shoulder. But just for the sake of saying something different, I think you can see maybe a tighter matchup, and you can see that one role player really step up to win that Super Bowl MVP. For example, your Cooper Kupp on the Los Angeles Rams year when he got the MVP. Matt Stafford. Going back to the Packers in '96, you had Desmond Howard win it, not Brett Favre. So it's like I can just see someone really rising to the occasion, and that person, it could be Nick Jigba. Since I'm picking the Seahawks to win, I can see it being him because he's just gonna catch the ball. He's gonna get his yards. He's gonna get his score, and maybe it's a close game where he comes up clutch and has a game-sealing catch or something like that. So I can see something like that too. Someone just rising to the occasion and making themselves worthy of the MVP.
All right. I'm really glad you brought up Cooper Cup there because Luca just mentioned a little bit before here that it's going to be a great matchup between Jackson Smith-Njigba and Christian Gonzalez, right? Number one receiver versus a number one cornerback.
Mm.
And I think that's going to be so tight that it's actually going to open up Cooper Cup. He's been here before, been an MVP before. I think it's his revenge story, right? He was written off, and the Rams wanted him to actually retire. And I think he's going to go be a two-time Super Bowl MVP. I do think the Seahawks are going to run away with this one, but that's what I do kind of envision here is Cooper Cup just coming to, maybe 10, 11 catches, 150 yards and 2 touchdowns probably. I could see that happening, and I see him becoming a two-time Super Bowl MVP here. So,
Could you imagine if that really happened?
That would be incredible.
2 rings, 2 different teams, 2 Super Bowl MVPs. I mean, this goes back to the conversation last week too. If that happens, and let's just say Cooper Cup is irrelevant after this game, or let's just say he retires, is that Hall of Fame worthy?
Right.
I mean,
I don't think so.
I think
I say
don't
no,
think so.
but how can you deny that? 2 rings?
Yeah.
You
discussed
look
that
at his
last week.
seasons and how many 1,000-yard games or 1,000-yard seasons
games.
he's had. I mean,
I know.
he didn't put up Hall of Fame numbers, but I mean,
But we
talk
talked about it
about
last
role
week, though.
player of the century.
But we talked about it last week, and we even had some
Yeah.
listener comments saying that rings matter.
Yeah,
So it's like,
rings do matter.
does that mean 2 rings, 2 MVP, Super Bowl MVPs? Like, oh man, that's crazy. But like,
Well,
Eli Manning
at-
didn't get in, right?
Yeah,
and he
there you
got 2
go.
rings. So
Yeah.
yeah,
that
that's
poor
just
guy.
that's
just
just my stretch for
Okay.
this episode.
Nope, that's all right. I appreciate it. And again, I kind of threw that one out there to get you guys' feedback, and who knows? It's you never really know. I mean, I remember a time back when, it was the Packers, right? Super Bowl 32. We were heavy favorites, and the underdog Broncos came back and beat us. And Terrell Davis was the Super Bowl MVP. You just never know what's going to happen.
I forgot that he was.
Yeah,
Hands down, if the
Okay.
Patriots win, I think somehow Christian Gonzalez, it's all him. There's no way that Patriots offense can dominate Seattle's defense like that. But I don't know. If Christian Gonzalez has a game, he could very well be that Super Bowl MVP.
that could happen
I mean,
too. Sam
he's a
Darnold
DB?
could start seeing ghosts again. So
Yeah, he
Wow.
could go back to the Jets and act like he's playing on them. That would be heartbreaking.
right. So you never know. Well, I know you guys kind of talked about this. We all talked about it a little bit. Who wins Super Bowl 60? We will just real quick, Luca, Billy, who wins Super Bowl 60 here?
I think the Seahawks win it.
Okay, going with the Seahawks. Luca?
Seahawks. Yep. Simple as
Okay.
that.
I am also going with the Seahawks. Wait. I don't want to curse them, so I'm probably going to go with the Patriots. But you know what? No. I'm just going to hope
There you
that
go.
nobody wins. How about that?
I
Maybe
think
there's
Bad
just
Bunny
not a
wins
winner.
this.
I was saying before, like maybe like there's an earthquake, in Santa Clara, just in the middle of the field and no one gets hurt, and then the game can't be played. I'm gonna go with that. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you want like what is it, 89 to happen all over again, like the
With-
World Series?
Yeah, in Oakland. Yep.
Yep.
As long as
Okay.
nobody gets hurt. I mean, I don't. If there's just a big crack in the middle of the field and they can't play the game, then America wins the Super Bowl. So
What's that one movie where you got Heinz Ward running and then there's an earthquake behind him?
Batman, the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Rises.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Well, regardless.
Was it really supposed to be Heinz Ward, or was it supposed to be just a Gotham team that just so happened to use Pittsburgh's field?
yes,
I thought it really was Heinz Ward.
it was Heinz Ward.
Yeah.
Oh, it
But
was?
It was
Yeah.
Heinz
Oh,
Ward,
okay.
and it was just the fictional team that was, Gotham was using
Yeah.
Heinz Field at the time too. So
But yeah, I
That
just
was
hope
kinda
both
dope.
teams have fun.
oh, nobody gets hurt and both teams have fun. Yes.
We
Oh,
might have
man.
lost, but At least I had a good time. This was a lot of fun, guys. We should do this again sometime.
Yeah, but I'll say though, we all picked the Seahawks to win. Patriots lose, sure, but I think the Patriots are going to be a force for
absolutely.
Yeah.
great coach. They got Drake Mays in his second year, and he's going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, he's showed a lot of poise, a lot
Mhm.
of talent. He understands the game. Sounds like the whole team's jiving. So I don't think they're going to win on Sunday, but I think they're going to be back at some point.
I mean, yeah, you got a rookie running back, and I think we can all say it wasn't Stephon Diggs that was cancer on Minnesota, on the Bills in Houston. He got a young guy. He helped out that team. Maybe he's grown up a little bit. He doesn't need to be the number one, but
He's just on good behavior because he got arrested for choking women. That's all.
yeah,
Did
well,
you say, did you say that he wasn't a cancer on those teams, or he was?
maybe he wasn't. Maybe he wasn't the cause of them all. Maybe he was right. Maybe he was right. Because look who's in the Super Bowl. Has Josh Allen been in the Super Bowl? Has CJ Stroud been in the Super Bowl? Has
No.
Kirk Cousins been in the Super Bowl?
Cardi B's going to the Super Bowl before Josh Allen.
Oh, well, you say it like that. That kind of is like, eesh.
Oh,
Well, you know what? I do appreciate you talking about Stephon Diggs because he is a wide receiver. And I really, really want to bring up our next segment, fellas. It's one of our favorites. It's a fan favorite. And we're actually going to talk about receivers in our franchise bench cut. Now, it's a little different today because I'm pretty sure I got you the most wide receivers of all time to choose from. Okay. But there's a special reason for it. Just give me 1 second. I'll bring it up here and we'll talk about it. So, first things first is we're going to talk about franchise bench cut. Okay. And on this list, we have Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, Larry Fitzgerald. I did put in Justin Jefferson because we needed someone from today, Terrell Owens, and Devontae Adams.
Oh, my God.
So out of this group of 7, you have to franchise one guy, bench another one, and then you got to cut someone. So take a moment, think about the 3 people that you're looking at here, and let me know who you're going to franchise bench cut. So these are the 7 of the top 10 guys here in NFL receiving yards, minus Justin Jefferson. He's not there yet, but the talent is obviously there. It was actually a little hard to pick between him and Jamar Chase. Those LSU wide receivers were really hard to pick from. But yeah, if you guys, is anyone ready to go? Anyone want to go first?
no, this is all you, Billy. You go first.
So we franchise one, we bench one, we cut one. The ones that we don't choose for either one, they just fall off to the wayside, or can we keep them on IR or something for like a backup?
You keep them on IR. That's fine.
Oh my God. This well, I know who I would just let fall off to the wayside. I think I have my 3.
Okay. If you're ready, you go ahead. Start us off.
This is really hard.
Yeah, it is. Good luck.
I'm gonna work backwards.
Okay.
I'm gonna cut Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
Oh,
I kind of thought that might be the easy one here for you guys. So yeah, go.
I needed an easy one.
Yeah.
Mainly it's because he sucked on my fantasy football team the past 2 years. So
Ooh.
no, I'm just kidding.
You have been scorned.
More so just because he's not at that peak yet as the others on this list. If I have to cut a harder one, I have my backup for cut, but shit, this is hard. And now we have this dead space in this recording, so I'm thinking.
That's all right.
I'm changing my mind.
Okay, but we're still cutting Justin Jefferson, right?
No.
Oh no!
You guys told me that's taking the easy way out, so I gotta.
No.
I want to think logically about this. Okay, I know who I'm gonna cut.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Okay.
You there? Okay, he's back.
I think.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
I'm cutting T.O.
No.
Okay.
I'm cutting T.O. just because of how much of a diva he was in his day.
Sure.
A beast, absolutely, but he was He was a diva. I don't want to deal with that. Cut him. I'm going to franchise Randy Moss,
Oh, okay. All right. I was
assuming
wondering.
this is Minnesota Vikings Randy Moss.
Yeah, it could be any version of Randy Moss you want it to be.
I think Randy Moss is the GOAT. I really do. And that pains me because I hate the Vikings, but taking all that out of it, I think Randy Moss was just out of this world. So he's my franchise. And I am going to bench Calvin Johnson just because I love Megatron.
Wow. Okay. All right. That kind of surprised me. I was curious where Megatron was going to end on some of your guys' list here. So
I love Megatron. I think he retired too early. I think he did it for his health. I can respect that. Also on a shit ass Lions team. Why keep putting your head out there for injury and your knees and whatever for an 0-16 team or whatever it was. But okay, I'm gonna lock it in. Franchise Moss, bench Calvin Johnson, and I'm going to cut T.O.
Okay, perfect. All right, Luca, it is up to you. What are we doing here?
I regret letting you go first because that was a good one right there.
That was good. Well done, Billy.
You know what? I'm gonna cut Justin Jefferson, not because of fans. I'm gonna go purely off of stats in the playoffs. Because you know what? In the playoffs, he's missed a couple times, and that whole miracle catch or whatever you want to claim and blah blah blah, the whole fixed game. Cut him. Cut Justin Jefferson right there. It's tough. I got to mix it up a little bit. There's a reason why this guy's yards will never be touched.
All right.
And it's because he's that good. The guy could just run routes and get open at all times. I'm putting Jerry Rice on the bench. You could always use him.
Okay.
Because in a Hail Mary, he's just outrunning everybody. I think he's getting to that part of the field that nobody else is getting to. Okay. And I'm going with the guy who actually did get open, who always gets open. And you know what? He even torched the Green Bay Packers in the playoffs. He even torched the Steelers in the Super Bowl. So he shows up. I got to go with Larry Fitzgerald, the franchise. It's unpopular, but you know what? The guy's got hands. You look at it, who's the number one guy who didn't get a Super Bowl that everybody feels for because they love him the absolute most? It's Larry.
Yeah.
All right. That was a big time surprise. Well done, both of you guys. I mean, that's crazy to think that. It's also crazy. So, I mean, nobody talked about Devontae Adams.
Nah.
Not there yet? Or because
he still has a chance. As long as he stays with the Rams, he still has a chance next year, I think. So I'm not counting him out. And you know what? We had him. We couldn't show up because of play calling. How many Hail Marys did he catch from Aaron Rodgers?
None.
He always went to somebody else. Where was Devontae?
Okay, that's fair. I was curious with Devontae being on that list and being us being homers. I was curious how that would go, but no, you guys, your franchise bench cuts were legit. If I'm gonna throw my 2 cents in here. If I'm picking a version of a player, Bill, you kind of mentioned the Minnesota Vikings Randy Moss. I'm actually picking the New England Patriots Randy Moss.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm going to franchise him. That season he had with 22 touchdown receptions or 25, whatever it was, 23.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, just an incredible season. The one-handed catches, the guy can catch anything. They have a term called "you're getting mossed," right? I do have to franchise him. I hated the Vikings version of him just because it was Vikings. But looking back now, I can appreciate how good of a football player and wide receiver he was. If I have to bench somebody, I am also going to bench Jerry Rice. He was just the greatest of all time. I franchised the GOAT with Randy Moss, and I just put the GOAT on the bench. Right, like makes no sense as to where I'm going here.
Doesn't it hurt your stomach saying that?
Yes, it does a little. And then if I'm going to cut somebody, Man, it would have been easy to cut Justin Jefferson just because of the timing. But I think he does have the opportunity to become one of the best. Hopefully, it's just with a different team. So I don't want him to be good in Minnesota.
Right.
But
Come on
man,
over to Green Bay. It'd be nice to pick like somebody who's amazing off of another divisional opponent.
mhm. Yeah, I agree. Man, I don't know who to cut. Like, who do I cut? Should I just cut T.O.? Because I hated
Can
T.O.
Can I
I know,
give
Billy, you did
Can I
too,
give
but-
one for you? Can I help you out with yours?
Yeah, help me out, please.
You get it. Just get it off your chest. Who's the one who really let you down? That one who you probably shouldn't have met. Let's just say his name. Sterling Sharp.
I'm not gonna
Sterling
not
Sharp.
gonna cut Sterling
him.
Sharp.
Cut
Okay.
him.
Well, yes. Did I meet him in person? Yes. Was he
I
a
don't like
complete
his
asshole
career
to
got
me?
cut short.
Yes. But was he one of the people who, or one of the players who made me fall in love with football? Yeah. So I can't cut the guy. He's got to just not be an asshole. Like, if for some reason Sterling Sharp ever saw this, just know I loved watching
sending this
you in
video to
football.
him.
You know, as a person, as a player, until I met you, and you were a complete asshole. So thanks for ruining that for me. But to each their own. If he wants to go be an asshole with however he is, fine. Yeah, I'm not going to stop the guy. But okay. So anyway, guys, that's our franchise bench cut. I really appreciate what you guys were thinking. Now I have one follow-up question. Okay. Now the follow-up question here, and it regards all these wide receivers that you see here. And if you can think of someone else, you're more than welcome to use them. But which wide receiver in the history of the NFL would you want to have to catch a Hail Mary in order to win the Super Bowl? Say you were in Super Bowl 61 and you needed a Hail Mary. What wide receiver are you picking in all of NFL history at their prime, okay, to be that guy to catch the ball? I'm going to give you a second to think about it. There's a lot going on there. You know, there's been some Hail Marys in the past. I don't know if you want to pick from them. I don't think you want to pick Richard Rodgers from the Green Bay Packers, right? But let us know. And this is actually a great question for everyone out there in the YouTube verse and the social media verse, whatever. Let us know, what wide receiver in the history of the NFL would you want to catch a Hail Mary in order to win the Super Bowl? One wide receiver. Who would it be? All right. Does anyone have someone ready to go? All right,
ahead, Billy.
Billy,
Go
I see you
ahead.
shaking your head. I am going to go with you. What wide receiver would you pick?
Brandon Bostic.
Oh,
He needs
no.
some redemption for fucking us
Oh my
in
God,
the
Brandon
NFC
Bostic.
title game. No, fuck that guy.
Wow.
This is really hard because going off of this list here, like these are the receivers I would pick. Like you did a fantastic job of putting players on here. It did pay me to leave Jerry Rice off of my franchise bench cut because of course he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
It's just impossible. I want to lean towards Calvin Johnson because I think he's one of the greats to do it. He was a beast. He's big. He was physical. He was just on some really bad Lions teams in his time, and I just feel like he never got that opportunity. But I'm going to go Larry Fitzgerald. Such a good human being, and he almost tasted victory in the Super Bowl. If it wasn't for what's his name,
Big Ben and Santonio Holmes.
There it is. If it wasn't for that,
the toes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I still think only one touched, but go ahead.
God, this is so hard. I have three. But,
right.
I know we're running out of time, and the Packer fan.
Hey, I mean, Larry's good.
I want to say my third, but I don't want to in case Luca has it. But so Luca, go ahead.
Okay. I think
swerve.
I'm gonna say what you're thinking, Billy. But my passion, my love, my loins. I want that guy to get back off his tractor and go back and and just deliver an amazing Super Bowl 45 again and do it if he were still playing right now. His name is Jordy
You
Nelson.
motherfucker. I knew you were going to say that.
He
Wow,
is
Jordy.
hands down the greatest wide receiver we ever had. Just I couldn't believe we got him in the draft from Kansas State, and ever since we drafted him, I just knew it. It like to see him play again. He was the smoothest white boy out there,
Mm-hmm.
and
Fast.
yeah, he was so
Yeah.
good. So that would be the dream to see him back out there again. The reality, the second choice, Devontae, come back to Green Bay. Let's catch that Hail Mary next year. It's a reality. It's something that could still potentially happen.
If Jordan Love can get it to him.
Oh.
I mean, at least we know he wouldn't
Yeah.
overthrow him because the guy's fast enough to get there.
Yeah.
So, and he's got the hands. He won't drop it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not like in his rookie year. He's moved on from that. Devontae's
right.
got it now.
So Luca's going with Jordy. Billy, are you still going with Megatron, or are you still kind of back and forth?
I'm gonna lock in. I'm sorry, I'm bad at this.
It's all right.
I'm fuck.
I liked your Larry Fitzgerald.
I'm gonna stick with
That
Larry
was good.
Fitzgerald.
Oh, that's right. You had. I'm
I
sorry.
like
You
that.
did say Larry Fitzgerald. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was torn between the two, but I'm gonna stick with Larry Fitzgerald. Just a good human,
I like it.
loyal, Mr. Reliable. It
Okay.
would be fitting for him.
Mm-hmm.
All
It'd
right.
be the closest the Minnesota Vikings ever get to actually winning a Super Bowl is by watching Larry Fitzgerald, a former ball boy.
Watch their old ball
for
boy.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my ball boy.
Hanging in the rafters, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Our ball boy won a world or an NFL championship. Okay. I appreciate that, fellas. I've been pretty dead set on mine. I'm gonna stick with Randy Moss. If I needed one catch and it was a Hail Mary to win a Super Bowl, I'm gonna go with Randy Moss. Just the athletic ability, how tall he was, the ability to just grab a football. His hands were huge, right? Like just unbeatable. And so I would go with Randy Moss. And the reason I think it sticks with me right now is because I was watching some highlights just on TV the other day about. Do you guys remember can you remember the only Super Bowl he ever played in?
Who?
Randy Moss.
Yeah.
Which one?
It's the one where the Patriots lost.
Oh, so he did play two Super Bowls. I'm sorry. Two
with-
Super Bowls. So the second one, the second Super Bowl he was in.
Hold on, let me think.
So you're right, Luca. While you're thinking, Luca, you're right. I was wrong. It was when the Patriots went 18-1 and lost to the Giants. I did forget Randy Moss was in that
was that the helmet catch year?
Was that
Because it was
helmet catch?
ridiculous. They had to have been helmet catch because that was a ridiculous they're
I don't know
getting
if that was-
annihilated. Every single one of Eli's offensive linemen missed. One guy was looking off into the middle of nowhere, and then Eli threw that miracle throw to David Tyree. He stuck it on his helmet. That was a perfect throw to right there. And
So I think that was
I
the
couldn't
first
swear
one.
that was game.
I
Oh,
think
okay.
that was 2007
Okay.
where that happened. I think the one
Okay.
with Randy Moss was after that when it was the Mario Manningham catch on the sidelines that got him.
Oh, okay. That makes
But,
I
sense.
think I know what you're talking about. I had to think for a minute, and I think I have the answer.
Okay, what do you got?
I think San Francisco 49ers.
Yes. Yep.
I
So
had
I
to
was
go-
watching that.
I had to go through him because he kind of turned a little bit of a journeyman at the end of his career. He was kind of
did.
bouncing around. And I had to
Yep.
think which teams he ended his career on, and it was the
Wow,
49ers.
I forgot he was with the Niners.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Was it
he
with
got-
Colin Kaepernick?
Yes, it was with Colin Kaepernick. Yes. So, but that's why I would absolutely pick Randy Moss to make that one catch for me. So, well, you know what, guys, this was a great episode. I think we got to really cross our fingers and hope that maybe there's a change of heart in Milwaukee with Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks, and that they can do something to maybe fix that marriage that they have there. And then, we get to look forward to a Super Bowl this weekend, Super Bowl 60. Hard to believe it's been 60 years of Super Bowls already. And not the greatest matchup. Again, I'm hoping for a crack in the middle of, the field while no one gets hurt, obviously. But we had a lot to talk about, and I really appreciate you guys' your insights. And
your insert.
it's just, my bad. And
Where's your mind at, buddy?
I almost said your insides, like I've been there, but that's all I got for you guys until next week. For me, it's say hi to your parents.
Giannis, stay with Milwaukee. Don't leave us. Don't be like James Harden and all these other guys who constantly have to leave their teams to think they gotta go chase rings. Just stay here, buddy. We love you.
Much rather be talking to you guys and watching the Pro Bowl right now.
Yes.
Ooh, got that right.
On that note, talk to you guys later. Peace.
Let's get it.